Hi, I'm Cole Perfetti.
Darnell Nurse.
Hey, I'm Ryan Suzuki.
Hi, my name is Barrett Hayden. My name is Aaron Eklund.
Hi, I'm Sam Bennett.
Bo Horvat.
Travis Konechny.
Hi, my name is Jacob Chikrin.
Hi, I'm Robbie Fabry.
Hi, I'm Ryan Merkley.
My name is David Ladden.
Hi, Nicholas Ritchie.
My name is Evan Bouchard.
Hi, I'm Max Domi.
Hi, my name is Connor McDavid.
Hi, I'm Quinton Byfield.
With the second selection in the first round of the 2019 OHL Priority Selection, the Flint Firebirds.
The Flint Firebirds are very pleased to select Brendan Othman from the Don Mills Flyers.
Daryl, right off the bat for you, I know we just talked to Shane. We'll talk about Brendan Othman in a minute to the Flint Firebirds, but a very exciting group here we're going to hear from in the next little while.
Yeah, it was a great year this year. For the top to the bottom of this draft class is full of talent and full of speed and full of the way the game's going nowadays. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting day. I'm looking forward to it.
And definitely. And then Tim, tell me about Brendan Othman.
A real goal scorer. I mean, you can see he's got good size and good speed, but he just has that little something to be an extra goal scorer. He knows to maybe hold on to it, make a little move, and make the goalie commit and score, or he can, get the quick release. And I saw him and Shane hook up a lot of time this year. So a real goal scorer. You can just tell that he's got that knack, and there he is getting the overtime winner. He scored a lot of big goals for Don Mills this year.
Right on cue there, you saw that feed from Shane right to Othman. Tim, it's like you saw this footage. You've seen this. You've seen this act a few times.
Yeah, it was like it was a Groundhog Day when I watched this a lot. Those two, and again, he's got good vision. There he shows you how he can protect the puck. And once again, these kids that are top end are all excellent skaters.
Brendan Othman chosen there by the Flint Firebirds out of the Don Mills Flyers with the number 2 choice at this 2019 OHL Priority Selection.
With the 7th selection in the second round of the 2019 OHL Priority Selection, Flint Firebirds.
Flint Firebirds are very pleased to select Braden Cressler, Mississauga Senators.
Checking in for the first time today, the Mississauga Senators, Tim.
Yep, here's a young man that, again, a very speedy player. And, to me, again, his game was really trending up towards the end of the season. And I think that, again, that to me is one of the most important barometers when you're picking somebody that, which way was his game going. Again, you see very good skater, heads up, tracks the puck well. And, again, on a team that wasn't a hugely strong team, so maybe just a little bit underrated. But, again, look at that speed there.
Yeah, no, and, Tim talks about his speed. I put him up there. If I was to have a race, I'd put him in one of the kids that I want to have leading a race, because I think he might be one of the quickest ones in the GTHL this year. He had speed, speed to burn. And, he had a real good OHL Cup. I think he scored 4 goals in the one game. And like Tim said, he was getting better and better as the year went on. He played a couple of games of Tier 2 as well this year, so he's used to playing with some older kids. So yeah, he's the biggest thing that he's going to bring to the Firebirds is his speed and his offense.
With the second selection in the third round of the 2019 OHL Priority Selection, the Flint Firebirds.
The Flint Firebirds are pleased to select Tyler Dunbar, Sioux Thunderbirds.
Out of the Sioux Thunderbirds, defenseman Tyler Dunbar, you see his numbers on the season, and Daryl, the Firebirds adding to the blue line.
Yeah, and I might question the 5'11". He's a big boy back there. Whether he's 5'11", 6 feet, 6'1", they all grow during the course of the year. But I watch him and Jack Metier back there on the blue line, and man, they had the two of them out at the same time, and what a presence they are. Tyler is such a great skater. He's got that nice long stride. He's got really good puck skills. He's gonna put some points up because of how well he moves the puck, and he's definitely not afraid to join the rush either.
Well, he's standing beside goalie Ben Gaudreau in the one shot there, and Ben's about 6'1", so
yeah.
He didn't look like he was necessarily 2 inches shorter, and so I think you'll look at that standpoint that it's going to develop. And indeed, you're right. The combination there with Dunbar and Metier on that blue line for the Thunderbirds was quite the pair. Definitely to quarterback them there. You see with the Northern Ontario team at the OHL Cup as well. So the Flint Firebirds indeed adding to their blue line.
With the 15th selection in the third round of the 2019 OHL Priority Selection, the Flint Firebirds.
The Flint Firebirds are very pleased to select Zachary Giroux, Sudbury Minor Midgets.
Zachary Giroux from the Sudbury Junior Wolves program, coming in here more than a 2-point-a-game player.
Yeah, and don't be fooled by the size. His brother Damien plays in Saginaw right now, and is a real good player. Zachary was one of the. I know he's the assistant captain there. I want to say he was the captain of the Wolves, the minor midget team. And he was every game you go watch him. He's look at him, and every time he's on the ice, he's doing something. So there's lots of room in the game for these the smaller skilled guys now. And he's definitely that Sudbury team was a real good team, and he was a big reason that they had success this year for sure.
And Tim, when you have the bloodlines, you have an older brother that's in the OHL now. First of all, you can maybe use that to get an idea of where the size might end up over the next few years, but still knowing, the bloodlines, whether it's a parent, whether it's a brother in this case. Yeah,
and I think what helps is that he understands now what it takes to get to the OHL and what he's going to have to do off the ice, what he's going to have to do, in the summer to get ready, because he saw, he's watched his brother do it. And I think, again, that sometimes that is a little bit of an extra, a little extra bonus for guys like that understand, okay, I got drafted, now the hard work begins. You got to realize this is the beginning, it's not the end. This is just the beginning of what you have to do to get to the next level.
With the 16th selection in the third round of the 2019 OHL priority selection, the Flint Firebirds.
Flint Firebirds are very pleased to select Matthew Roy, York Simcoe Express.
Out of the York Simcoe Express, Matthew Roy.
Yeah, Matthew is a two-way defenseman. He's tough to play against. He's got good size, good mobility. Not a guy that's going to go end to end with the puck, but joins the play nicely. He's got a good skill set off the offensive blue line. But his strength is definitely how he plays defense, and how he's hard to play against. He's hard to beat. That York Simcoe team had four solid defensemen, and he was definitely one of them that logged a lot of big minutes for his team, and it was one of the reasons why they made it to the OMHA championships and then onto the OHL Cup as well.
And Tim, here's a guy, don't get lost in the numbers. You have to see him play to experience what he's going to bring.
Right, and that's and especially for defensemen. I mean, you can't get hypnotized by the numbers, because a lot of times the top end defensemen are guys that are realize that I might have to sacrifice numbers to play defense, and I might not get a stat for blocking a shot or moving the puck, that's why, especially for defense, you really have to go out and watch them and see, and you look what a smooth skater and the edges that he has. So that's a big plus for the defenseman now.
And a kid like this, I'm always a big believer. Sometimes we go scout games and you say, oh, didn't notice that kid. Well, sometimes as a defenseman, that's a good thing. Yeah. You're playing defense, you're doing your job, you're moving the puck up the ice, and that's one thing that Matthew does real well. So there'll be games, that's why we go as scouts, we go watch some of these teams 15, 20 times, because you've really got to pay attention, really got to key on some of these guys that are not as flashy but are still very effective hockey players.
And is that a player where maybe, you watched, let's say in this case, you watched a couple of York Simcoe games and you thought, really didn't notice Matthew Roy a whole lot. So now next time you think, I need to key on him, just because when I'm watching from the sort of the 10,000-foot view, I'm not noticing him, which may be a good thing. Yeah. So you almost have to go out of your way to check him out.
No, exactly. You're 100% right. And these kind of kids, you start to take notice that the coach has got him out there at the end of the game. Coach has got him out there killing penalties, maybe not on the power play, but he's got him out there in all those other key situations. So as a scout myself, I really take notice on, who's out there against the other team's big line, who's out there at the last minute of a period, who's out there at the end of the game when you've got to lead. Those are big things to me to know it. And Matthew was one of those kids that was always out there at the end of a game, especially when they were up a goal, trying to protect the lead. He was real good in that capacity.